How much does focal length distort your face? I think we're all used to seeing ourselves in different focal length, and sometimes we're surprised to see ourselves in a different photo and think, is that really us and that's how we really look? Have you ever seen a photo of yourself taken on an iPhone versus an actual lens in a camera? That's what we like to call lens distortion. A lot of the times when we're having our phone and doing a little bit of selfie mode, we'll see ourselves in a different perspective versus having a zoomed in photo where we have more a telephoto type of lens that show us a little bit more of our truer self. Now, today I want to do a little bit of an experiment to see how much of the distortion of shooting from 17 all the way to the 150 range, to see how much it really affects our face and how much does it distort it, to see how well the difference of the distortion goes, and to see which one is the most appealing to most of you. I'm curious to see what will happen with the test, to see what will give us more of the natural look, what I think I look best in and more comfortable in, to see which one you think as well would be the most ideal. See, most of us are used to seeing ourselves with a nice wide range of focal length because of our iPhone, especially with the selfie mode. So if you ever try to do this within your phone, use the back camera if you have a little bit of the dual lenses, or if you go to TikTok, a lot of people have been doing that zoom effect where they stand away and it shows them the distortion to how their face would really look, to see how other people really see you. So if you wanna have fun with that, go ahead and try it out for yourself as well on your face. All right, so we're gonna be using first the 17 to 50 range right here. We're all gonna keep them at f4 just so that it basically has the matching as much as possible for the bokeh with the compression. So we'll try that out and go from there. So as you can see, this is the method that I was doing just to show you guys. This is what it looks on my phone. Trying to match up the nose as much as possible in that little kind of, I guess, cross. But that's basically how it went. So that way you guys get a little bit of the behind the scenes of how I was trying to match them up as much as possible. It's not gonna be science as 100% to the T with everything, but we'll make it work with how we can. Well, that was the experiment. I know that you've probably seen a video of this before, and for me, I've seen something different, but I've never done it with my face, and I thought it'd be something interesting to test out today together. Now, which one was your favorite focal range and why? Leave me a comment down below to let me know your thoughts on it, because I'm curious to see, since I know everybody's gonna have a different focal range that they really enjoy. For me personally, I really love the 35mm range most of the time, but I also love that compression of maybe like the 85 to the 100 range, just because it's always nicer to see that compression as well as just the way that my face looks with it. Not necessarily because it just makes my head like look more normal to me, but it just looks a little bit nicer with the compression. But my most favorite focal range has always been the 35mm range, because it's the most versatile range for me, because you get a little bit of an up close, but also the wide range. So you can do quite nicely when it comes down to portraits of any kind. But yeah, it's really cool to see the different effects of what the focal range can do to our face, which is necessarily in a sense distortion, because obviously the more into the focal range of the telephoto range size, you start kind of seeing everything kind of flatten it out a little bit more, rather than seeing like the curvature that you get with the more wide range type of lens in the focal range. For me, the 17mm range mainly is because I'm holding it out with, you know, more the vlogging type of things, not necessarily because it's the most, I guess, nice focal range to have for my face when I'm doing these videos, but it's just the most versatile if you're trying to do more of the vlogging type of settings. And if I want to do a little bit more of that compression, I love using my 35 to 150 for that reason, because I have all that nice, even wide range at 35, but that compression all the way to the 150 is always nice to have, because it's something that we're not usually, I guess, used to with our eyes. We tend to see more, I think they said, into the 35 or 50mm range. I can't remember the exact number right now, but whenever you have those kind of numbers, it looks more, I guess, normal to us. But when you start getting that nice compression with the 100, 135 or the 150, it's quite nice to see, because it's not something that you get to experience as often. But that's just my thought when it comes down to using this little test. It's something simple yet fun to do, because it's something different that you don't get to experience for your face every time. So if you have any availability to do this for yourself, I would highly recommend trying it out, just so that you can see the different way that the distortion of the focal range can affect your face. So that way you find out which one will be the best one to use for yourself. And if other people don't like it when you take a group photo with them, that's on them. They're not the photographer or anything like that. And you can even do it with your iPhone as well, because even from my iPhone, I have the 14 Pro Max, but you have the 3 lenses right there. So just, you know, test out to see what you like best and go from there. I mean, doesn't hurt anybody, but that way you can find your best focal range for the aesthetic of the, you know, angles and everything you want to go for your face, to see what suits it best. And that way, if you ever have pro photos, you can also tell them that. So that way, you know, get the best photos that you can get. But with all that said and done, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Share this video with a friend. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.